News broke out about a week or so ago that GameStop has been opening up brand new copies of Xenoblade Chronicles to sell them used at a $90 price point. So instead of working with the MSRP that Nintendo has specified, GameStop is bending the rules to work in their favor. Now, this is something that I had to make a video about. This is something I am very particular about because I've made a video in the past where what was the definition of new, where GameStop in their mind felt that if they opened up copies of games to use them as display cases, it would still be considered new in their eyes. Yet, they can turn around, open up brand new copies of games, and now consider them used so they make more money. Is that really how it works, GameStop? You know, are you immune to the rules and the laws of the land, as they say? I have a problem with this kind of attitude. I have a problem with this business tactic. Why people still support GameStop is beyond me. As I said, anytime I ever had a problem with GameStop, I told them to go fuck themselves, and I walked out of the store. I've only had a handful of good experiences with GameStop, the rest being all shit. But this is the kind of crap that our government really needs to step in and investigate and see what the fuck's going on, because I can't name a single time where GameStop hasn't done something shady or hasn't done anything illegal. And I'm telling you, as much as I had some morons come on my video telling me I'm wrong, GameStop breaks the law every fucking day in every fucking store when they sell an opened copy as new. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You can debate till your face turns fucking blue. The definition of new is the original factory condition, which means that when you get a shipment of fucking games at your store, the condition that they are in that fucking cardboard box is the condition that needs to be given to the consumer, and that would be defined as a new copy. When you open it, it doesn't matter. You've altered the original condition. You've changed it. When you gut the game and you take that disc and you throw it in an envelope, you are altering the original factory seal that is on those fucking games. And I have a problem where some people just don't get it. They don't fucking understand that we have laws for a reason. We have laws to protect us, the consumer, from this bullshit, shady shit. Now, GameStop, I don't know. You guys, I really can't wait till the day that you guys don't exist anymore. Because you know what? Here's the problem, right? Game developers hate you. Understandably why. Game developers, you can go fuck yourselves because you do not deserve a second helping of the pie. Now, GameStop constantly, what they did was they took all their competition and one by fucking one, they bought them out. They bought out Funko Land. They bought out EBX. They bought out EB Games. So they're buying out their competition. They kept saying, well, our main competition is Walmart. Our main competition is Toys R Us. Our main competition is this. And that's how they got to basically fuck everything over and become the one-man deal when it comes to used games. Your choices are really GameStop or a mom-and-pop shop, which are extremely rare to come by. I've gone to, if I go to every mall in Paramus, which I think there's like 3 or 4, which is a lot for a fucking town, there's not a single mom-and-pop shop game store. But yet, in every single fucking mall, there's a GameStop. Yet, a few of the malls, there used to be 2 or 3 game stores. There was a time where the Paramus Park Mall used to have a GameStop, not GameStop, an EBX and an EB Games. Used to be two completely different stores that were unrelated to GameStop. GameStop bought out EB Games, then GameStop bought out EBX. You have Game Crazy. GameStop bought fucking Game Crazy too. Why our government allowed it is completely beyond me, because this screams anti-competitiveness. Because you're telling me that I go to a Toys R Us for fucking used games? Look, I haven't been in a Toys R Us in maybe 7-8 years. I mean, I don't understand what I never buy games at a Toys R Us. You know, that's just not a regular place of business. When you think of Toys R Us, I don't think about video games. I think about toys. You know, kids stuff. I don't think about video games. You can't buy rated mature video games at Toys R Us. They have an explicit policy against them. You know, so you're not going to be able to, you know, reserve Grand Theft Auto 5 at a Toys R Us. So that can't be your competitor. That can't. Walmart, yes, I know they started getting into the you know, the whole used games thing and everything. But, you know, it really irks me that a game company such as GameStop can lie, cheat their entire way to where they are now. They are the biggest game store right now because they're the only game store right now. Yes, Play and Trade came up. You know, the deal was Play and Trade popped up after GameStop basically bought everybody out. The problem with Play and Trade was they were treating it as a basically they chose or Pizza Hut or something where you're owning a franchise. It's not a corporate run business. So basically, the Play and Trade in my town completely fucked everything up. I mean, they had everything from a child molestation scandal to you know, various issues where, you know, they were making up their own rules as they went along, and ultimately they're not there anymore. So, you know, it's a shame though that this is the current state it's in, because I remember the good old days where you used to get a lot more for trade, and also there was a greater difference in price between a new copy and a used. If you had a new copy for $20, a lot of the times you would see a used copy for $10. But no, that's not how it works anymore. Now it's $17 to $18 for a used copy and $20 for new. Why the fuck would I buy a used copy at that point? Why? I never do. You know, I've had people come on my videos and say, well, Jack, you know, you're the asshole because you're buying, you know, you're the part of the problem because you don't support developers because you're trying to save $5. Look, I've never bought a used game from GameStop that had such a small difference between the new copy. For me, if it's a $5 difference, I'm gonna just shell out the additional $5. You know, I don't see value in paying $5 less for a used game. There's a certain point where if the price is high enough, there has to be a substantial difference in price. If, let's say, a new copy was 60 and a used copy was 30, now you're starting to really, you know, speak my language. Now I'm more enticed to buy a used copy because I'm saving 50%. But that's not the case with GameStop. GameStop lies, cheats, and steals. And I'm saying steals because if they're going to open up new copies of games just to sell them used so they can make $90 off them, that is beyond me. And that's beyond bullshit. And I do believe Nintendo should sever all sales with GameStop. Unfortunately, the reason why this happened is Xenoblade Chronicles was a GameStop exclusive for North America. Nintendo was stupid. They were better off partnering up with Amazon. They were better off, you know, partnering with Best Buy or somebody else besides GameStop. You know, so now GameStop is getting sued for, I believe, the used game with the DLC bullshit. GameStop kept persuading customers to buy used copies for $55 or $40, whatever. And they were promising the consumer that, no, there's nothing different between the used copy and the new copy, even though game developers were being assholes and, you know, putting in one-time use codes. So now the consumer who is being told that they're getting a better deal by buying a game used goes home, tries to access that content, and is being told, well, no, you have to pay $10 for this online pass, or you need to pay $10 for this map pack. Yes, it says on the box it includes it, but buddy, you're not the first consumer. And that's where this whole thing stems, is that too many people are greedy fucks. You know, I do not support, and I'm going to say this out loud, I do not support the money-grubbing fucks out there who say that we're the problem for buying used games. I'm sorry, we live in a country with a first sale doctrine. Under that law, if I can buy a disc, I can do whatever the fuck I want with it. You cannot cry foul and say you're buying a license. You cannot cry foul and say that our businesses are closing because you're buying used. Sorry, it's part of the business. Music companies got it, movie studios got it, you guys haven't fucking got it. So ultimately, this is my rant. I mean, I haven't done a good one like this in quite a while, but I mean, this is something that just sat in my head for a few days after reading the news on it. And I was just like, I'm trying to piece together my hatred towards GameStop, why I think they're the devil. And as I said, they're the devil for completely different reasons than what the game industry wants to tell you. GameStop, as I said, are the shadiest fucking pieces of shit that I have ever had to do business with. So take care, guys. Look out for future content. If you guys agree with me, write in the comments. If you disagree with me, write in the comments. We can have a debate if you guys want. It's all up to you. And as I say, take care.